Finish reading the text.
And I will make thee a great nation.
Listen very carefully.
And I will bless thee and make thy name great.
Somebody holler out, the plan of God is to multiply me on his behalf and make me great for himself. Don't ever forget that. Because we're going through something in the body of Christ, but most of us are even making ourselves great for our own selves. You got to answer to God for that. Am I drawing to the kingdom? Are people being saved? Are people being delivered? Is my prayer for my business to prosper and blow up? Is it to prosper the kingdom, or is it to prosper me? Is it for my weave, or just another fur, or just another pair of alligator shoes? Or just, what is it for? What is it for? That's fine if it's first for the kingdom. Abraham, I'm calling you. Read on, son. We got to get through with this. Read on.
And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curseth thee.
Tell your neighbor you ain't never got to fight your enemy. Even if they happen to be talking to you right now. Oh, no. Somebody say, why? He just told me that he made me to be a blessing. Once God blesses you, the devil can't curse you. I don't care what incidents, accidents, or mishaps come up in your life. I'm not telling you tragedies won't happen sometime. But what I'm trying to tell you, God is the only one that can turn a tragedy into a victory. Read.
And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse thee that curseth thee.
See, I love that. I love that because when somebody blesses me, like when I bless my wife, or you all bless co-pastor, we'll never have to wait for her to come give the blessing back. Normally, you can't bless nobody. It ain't been a blessing anyway. You only do that when you go in the malls and buy stuff that can't speak back or honor you back. And he said, but don't worry about people that's coming up against you. Whether you know who they are or you don't know who they are. Because since I made you a blessing, I got you covered in the blood. See, God got this thing worked out, saints. He already knew you were messed up before you knew the name Jesus. When I was clubbing and hole-hopping and doing every ungodly thing that I didn't have no business doing, evidently he knew my name because he kept me then. If he could keep me when I was no good, my wow, my God, my God, my God. Let me stay calm. Somebody holler out, he's going to bless you just because he wants to. If you hear he's already blessed you, read on.
And in thee shall all the families of the earth be blessed. So Abram departed, as the Lord had spoken unto him. And Lot went with him. And Abram was 75.
Isn't that amazing that he's calling him out of a place? Call him out of a familiar place to come to an unfamiliar place. And the unfamiliar place represents dry land and a dry place. So God's got to speak a word of encouragement to let him know that even though the land is dry, when your foot steps on it, because I made you a blessing, wherever the souls, oh, y'all don't want to talk to me. Oh, y'all done forgot how good God done been in spite of where you been, and in spite of what you done, and in spite of what you said, and in spite of who you did it with, God still been good to you. Read.
And Abram was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran. And Abram took Sarah, his wife, and Lot, his brother's son, and all their substance that they had gathered, and the souls that they had gotten in Haran. And they went forth to go into the land of Canaan, and into the land of Canaan they came. And Abram passed through the land unto the place of Shechem, unto the plain of Moab, and the Canaanite was then in the land. And the Lord appeared unto Abram, and said, unto thy seed will I give this land.
Whoa. Somebody holler out on the seed of Abraham. Read.
And there builded he an altar.
And somebody holler out, God has given me the land. And that's why you don't ever forget to build an altar of a sacrifice. This is where most people miss all the blessings in God's setup. God has an order to bless you exceedingly and abundantly. That's why when he talks about in Luke 6:38, give and it shall be given, pressed down, shaken together, running over. This is where the part of the service, the part of the order of the blessing where the oil pours down from heaven. Most people duck from the oil because they don't want to give. They just want God to give, but they don't understand there is a shifting and there is a transaction, because there is a communicating of identifying that God has already blessed me with what I have, and now he's challenging me because he wants to get more to me than what I possess, because he doesn't need it. He just want to know if he does need it, he can get it so he can give me more to do what he wants me to do. I'm here to tell you, some of you are about to come into so much that if you would just line yourself up with God and stop trying to duck from the sacrifice that goes on the altar when it's time for you to make it, you got to know that God has given me the land because God has a plan that's greater than the man that's in me. Yeah.